Today I'm going to be walking you through how to achieve this sunset inspired eyeshadow look using the Conspiracy palette. So you want to start off with your regular base using either an eyeshadow base or a concealer, and just make sure that you do set that with a powder, just to make sure when you apply shadows like so that they don't start to slip around and that they all blend on seamlessly. So here I'm taking the Cheese Dust shade from the Conspiracy palette and I'm just packing that on with a dense brush, and then taking the Flaming Hot shade beneath that and just packing that underneath to start to create the desired look. Then I'm just going to take a clean blending brush and blend both the shades seamlessly together in circular motions, just to start to create that flawless look. Then I'm taking more of that Cheese Dust shade and just packing that on top of the red. And what this is doing is just creating more vibrancy within the look. Sometimes colourful looks can fall flat if you don't use enough of the shadows and blend them correctly. Again, taking more of the red shade, the Flaming Hot shade from the Conspiracy palette. And then we're taking a small fluffy brush with the Food Video shade just above the orange, and just blending that all together with a clean fluffy brush again. Then just applying the darker shade beneath the red, just to start to create the desired look, and tap in on the inner corner to make sure it's all blended in. Again, taking a clean fluffy brush and blending out those colours together. This is important to make sure that they all seamlessly flow together. Sometimes it can look blocky if you don't use this technique, so it's important. So taking the P. Louise eyeshadow base here in shade number 2, and usually I would cut the crease with one swift motion, but today, just for the purpose of this video, I thought I'd do it step by step to make it break down the steps and make it a little bit easier for you guys to achieve. So you want to follow the eyelid shape, dip down and then flick out at the end. And then I'm just taking a really small defining brush and we're just going to clean up that line that we've made there. And then just packing in the empty space with the shadow base. Just make sure it's an even layer all the way across the eye. You don't want it to be chunky. And then I'm just taking a small definer brush and applying that darker shade on the outside of the concealer, or the base. If you're using a concealer you can as well. And all that does is just create a more crisp, defined, sharp look. Then I'm taking some translucent powder onto a big fluffy brush and just packing that on, so when you apply the next shadow that it doesn't slip around and it is true to colour. So I'm taking some of that Diet Cola shade and just packing that onto the lid, and then some Ranch just on the inner corner to make the eye pop. Then I've got some of the primer lashes in style Glamour Girl and just applying them to the eye. I like to do this with a tweezer just so it goes on correctly and make sure that it's all stuck down properly. And just taking a mascara and blending both of the eyelashes together and doing the bottom lash line as well. And you don't want to use too much, just so it doesn't look too clumpy, just enough just to define the eyelashes. Then I'm taking some highlight from Urban Decay, the illuminated powder, applying to the high points of the face, Cupid's bow and the nose. And that is your completed look. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and please subscribe if you did enjoy this.